皆さんご安全に、やまけいです。ゲーム実況 NBA2K20 試合をやっていきましょう。
Kind of a band-aid over the existing wound. Boys for Sun players now in their second seasons, you can tell just how big the jump is between their first year and their second year in the league.
I think, Kevin, it's probably the single biggest growth opportunity. One of the things that happens is the game slows down for second-year players. Very rarely do you see a guy take a step backwards. They're comfortable, they're more confident, and they know what to expect.
And Orlando making a change here. Mamba's checked in.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against two of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant says, no sir, I'm getting another championship.
Mamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
Shot loose and stolen by Murray. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's White. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Fultz looking around. Pass to Fournier. 1:31 left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. Shoots off the step back. He squares up and sinks it. Fournier's got 5.
What a polished offensive game. Fournier cashing in from the mid-range.
Outside Robinson. On the wing, DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Ross dishes to Fournier. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot's good. Fultz has got his second bucket.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the route.
And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. DJ Augustine's checked in for the Magic. The Spurs also with the sub. Rudy Gay's checked in for DeJounte Murray. Now Augustine, he's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. Then for the Spurs, Damari Carroll comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White. DeRozan against Ross. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Augustine from outside. The rebound by the Spurs. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, Greg, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical.
Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Evan Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Outside Fournier. And White with the block. On the court for San Antonio, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. Then it's Robinson, and it's Murray in at the 3 slot. A 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year created an opportunity for Jarrett White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot. A shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Murray, the pass to White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And another turnover here by San Antonio. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Monday, They head out on the road and face the Mavericks in Dallas.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And White kicks to Murray. Passes to Aldridge. White bounce pass. Murray outside. Back to Aldridge. Launches it. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, Greg, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there was some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report.
Very difficult to stop Nikola Vucevic when he's driving like this, pretty much daring the defense to hit him.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Murray. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Spurs leading by 4. And White kicks to DeRozan. Now the pass to Aldridge. Back to DeRozan. Pass to White. Lets it go from deep. Another shot. And it's laid up and in by Aldridge. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback.
And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead. Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Robinson's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Damari Carroll's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's White in for Murray. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustine. And it's Aminu in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here is Augustine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Gordon. Good work defensively by Gay.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Carroll kicks to Gay. Pass to DeRozan. High post shot. That one drops for him. DeRozan's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Augustine against White. Augustine passes to Ross. Will it go? That shot off the mark. Nice D from DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Robinson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
And watching Che, you can see that he is starting to put in the extra work in the gym. It takes a lot of reps to make it in the NBA, and the results are starting to show.
Well, you said it isn't just the skill improvement. Extra workouts go a long way in building camaraderie with the rest of your team. All those things are right in there. Markelle Fultz has checked in for Orlando. Wants to get it to Gay, and does. Kicks it to White, to the middle. Robinson, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Orlando with the ball. They trail by 16. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Fultz, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
misses the shot.
And the wingspan again helps alter shots. Terrific at just pestering scores.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Spurs lead by 18. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. It's interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA, or the other side of the equation.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Spurs.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeMar DeRozan.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
On the clock. Mills, that's a two-pointer. Again, the Spurs, good for 2.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Gordon finds Aminu. And it's Vucevic missing. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Murray, the pass to Robinson. Makes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 21.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Passes it to Ross. From downtown, good on the three-point shot.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major
Okay,
options at the offensive end.
6点取れ
And so
た。
San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and
いいで終われ
dominate
た
the
こ
way
とが
they
多い
did
ですね。
tonight says, I think, Greg, an
大きい大きい。
awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need
コツコツと
to feel at home.
稼ぎながら能力を上げていきたいと思います。
Masterful performance.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.